Hello internet, so it's been a minute. Did you miss me? I hope so, because it's been like 3 months? Wow. Even though I said that I was going to post one every other week. Sorry, life's been kind of busy. So in case you were wondering, I was busy with my junior year of high school. I was busy with some college classes that I was taking, which, by the way, I'm proud of, because I graduated with a B in that college class, so suck it. I've been working a lot. Oh, also, a big one, I turned 18, which is actually the reason why I'm filming this video, because today I wanted to talk about a few things that I can now do now that I'm 18, and honestly, there is absolutely no difference between what I can do now and what I can do It's turning 18 is not that big of a deal. It's really not. Like, it was just whatever. Let's talk about it. There's so much more to lose when you talk. As usual Rogan fashion, I have a list here in front of me. The first thing that I can do, ditch your curfew and drive all night. So, interesting fact, this one actually does affect me now because I have had a status crime put on my self for being out past curfew, and I had to go to court for it. But with that aside, that can no longer happen to me. Thank God. Because that was not fun, mind you. So now that I can stay out all night, I can guarantee you I will probably not be wanting to stay out all night. For real, like, I have no desire to stay out late anymore. I'm just like, you know what? Okay friends, I'm gonna go home at 9 o'clock, maybe earlier, so I can actually get some sleep and wake up in the morning and do something productive with my life. I don't know, it's a weird phase that I'm going through. Maybe I'm becoming more responsible. No, I'm not. So I can get a tattoo or piercing. Fun fact, this is something that's another story for another time besides me getting convicted of a crime. Both of these were done without my parents' permission by myself and two friends of mine. We pierced our ears with potato, ice, and a needle. We were sterile. Thank God I didn't get an infection. Number 3, donate blood. I have never donated blood. I probably will never donate blood unless I have some kind of epiphany because I am deathly afraid of needles. Keep those needles away from me. I will literally pass out. But I have had the opportunity to donate blood in the past because our high school has done the blood drives. So I could have done it before I was 18. With number 4, I can do extreme sports now. I will more than likely not be doing anything like that because I do not like to bungee jump. I do not like heights. I do not like high speeds. I am a ninny. I don't see myself jumping out of a perfectly good airplane or jumping off of a perfectly good bridge. Sorry. Number 5, buy fireworks. So, I have never in the past bought fireworks before the age of 18, but I have had friends who were 18 who would buy fireworks for me. But since I live here in Colorado, a lot of other states might have this rule too, but we are not allowed to have any airborne fireworks. So any fireworks that are sold here in Colorado are not airborne because it's illegal to buy them or sell them. But we drive to Wyoming, which I think is roughly about a 2-hour drive. We drive to the border of Wyoming and there's literally like a fireworks shop like half of a mile from the border just so people can buy flying fireworks from Colorado. And that was kind of a tangent. So I can now buy fireworks. I've just bought fireworks in the past with family members. Number 6, I can buy spray paint. So I've never exercised this because spray paint, like, it's spray paint. Where did that rule even come from? Huffers, people who huff it. If you're huffing spray paint, you're killing your brain cells. Stop it, okay? It's bad for you. Bad decisions. Go do something else, or I don't give a shit. Speaking of addictions, I can now buy cigarettes or tobacco. I have no desire to do that anymore. I'm a horrible person. My grandparents watch these videos and they're gonna be like, Rogan? We didn't know you did all these horrible things in your life. Yeah, I used to smoke cigarettes very regularly too. I don't know why. I thought it was cool or something like that. My freshman year was rough. Let's just say that. It was rough. And sophomore year. And junior year. Parents, I'm a great influence on your children. As long as they don't follow anything that I've done in my life. Anything. So number 8. I can now sue someone. I don't think I'm gonna sue anyone anytime soon. Unless they really tick me off. Number 9, I can now go to adult jail. That is kind of terrifying. I've never been to juvie or juvenile prison or anything like that, but adult prison scares the living shit out of me. I don't think I could do it. Like I said before, I'm a ninny and I don't do well with being uncomfortable. So if I was uncomfortable, I would probably be that person that's in their cell crying for the entire term. Number 10, I can be on a jury. Speaking of getting convicted, it would be fun for me to be on jury duty. I know a lot of people complain about it and it's like the go-to thing of like someone trying to find a way out of it. Some legal loophole where you're just like, I can't serve jury duty. So the class that I took my last junior year was criminal justice, which was 4 different classes hosted by Ames Community College at my high school. That's the one that I got to be in. Proud of myself. I'm intrigued by law. I'm intrigued by the way that our system works. I feel like it's fair. I feel like it's good. Be enlisted or drafted. I thought about going into the military just because there's a lot of structure and it'd help me find a place where to go. But ever since past political choices made by the politicians in our American government, I have decided that I do not want to do that because I feel as though one person's specific Twitter account may start a war. And if we get into a war because of a Twitter account, I am going to laugh my ass off and cry. Another thing that I find weird that our government can do is that you can enlist with your parents' permission like as early as the age of 15. To me, I feel like that is not legal and should not be allowed. Recruiters should not be like vultures in high schools. That's just my opinion. Number 12, I can now be a stripper. I have no desire to take my clothes off in front of people. I could do modeling, but I'm not gonna like dance in front of someone for their pleasure. Not about that life. Number 13, I can gamble. So I can now go buy a lottery ticket, which I feel like is very traditional. It's like the rite of passage. I didn't do that. In fact, what I did is I stayed home with a bunch of friends and had a LAN party. That is how I want to spend the rest of my life. Number 15, break the bank. So I think that basically means I can now open a bank account. I've had a bank account for as long as I can remember. My parents opened one for me when I was like born and it's been like a joint account. I've had a savings and a checking. I've been using that bank account like ever since I really started high school. I've had a job since I was like 16, so I mean, all this adulting crap, I'm kind of used to it actually, so not really a difference between that and me now turning 18. Number 16, write a check. Like I said, I had a checking account and I've written a check before. I hate writing checks. Ugh, I'm always so paranoid that I put something in wrong and it's just like, what if it doesn't go through? What if it bounces? What if they come after me? What if they're like, you bounced our check? And I'm like, this is what I thought I needed to do. Number 17, get a credit card. Day 2 of being 18, I got a credit card. It is the Discover It for students. It's really nice. So every semester, I think it's either semester or year that I have a 3.0 or higher, I get $20 off of my statement. And I put a lot of thought into it. It was like, okay, if I get this credit card, I need to be responsible. Can't spend it on stupid shit. Can't do. And I'm sure there's people out there right now that are like, you should never get a credit card. You should avoid it at all costs. Let me tell you a story. My brother, who is now 21, he tried to get a credit card about a year ago, so about when he was 20, and they declined him a credit card because he had no credit. They said him having no credit was worse than him having bad credit. So I figured I would at least try to get a credit card as soon as I turned 18, which I was approved in like within 12 hours. I just had to call them up. And they were like, oh yeah, you seem like a low risk approve you. And I was like, damn, I was surprised. I'm like, I'm 2 days into being 18 and you're gonna approve me of a credit card? Okay, but I'm gonna be very responsible for it. Number 18, buy a car. I still do not own a car, which sucks. I've been borrowing my grandfather, bless his heart. He's the one that like supports me on my YouTube videos and like he let me borrow his truck. I've been borrowing it for like a year now. I used to have a car that was gonna be mine, but it's been broken down. We haven't had time to fix it because it's a big fix and it's expensive and I'm young, dumb, and broke. So, number 19, find your independence. And I think my parents will agree with this. I've been relatively independent most of my life. And it's nothing personal. I'm a very reserved person and I'm a very like independent person. I like to do things on my own. It's just easier for me if I can just do it myself, because then I feel like I'm burdening someone if I have to like ask them like, hey, how do you do this? And they're like, sorry, I'm busy with my own crap. I'm like, okay, never mind, I'll figure it out on my own. I have my Google and my YouTube. I can figure anything out with those two things. Spoken like a true millennial. Number 20, I can now adopt a child. I do not want to adopt a child. No, thank you. I am way too young for that. I am only 18. Even if I was gonna ever have children, I would say I would at least have to be 25. No, I'm not gonna even say 25. I would at least have to be 30. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with having a child. A lot. Alright guys, so that's basically gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, you know, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you can see when I post future videos. Follow me on Instagram, Rogan_Williams. Follow me on Twitter, Rogan_Williams. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. If you are turning 18 or if you're going to be turning 18, what are you looking forward to? What you've discovered, just your story, or anything that I've said that you can relate to or disagree with, just go ahead and tell me that because I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye!